Good day. Brian Smith here, and I'm a student at Full Sail University where I'm going for my mobile gaming master's. I'm working on my capstone project called War I Flying Circus, and I want to take you through what I've done for localization, and that's the translation of the English text that's being presented to the screen into the world's languages. And I rolled my own localization, and I'm pretty proud of it, so I want to take you through that and show that to you. So I'm going to share my screen, desktop, and it all starts in a Google document, a Google Sheet. And the goal here is I've got in column C here all the different English text that is presented at different elements, different turns in the game, different screens, all the balloon busting things, backstories. And so that's all the English text. And there's this column here is the key. So this is just a code word that is being used in the program to access this English text. And then I'm using a feature of Google Sheets, which is the kind of a translation, an automatic translation of this English text into this language. So using this Google Translate, and it's basically saying, hey, translate from English into French. Here's the source text, and then translate into input that here. So it's French, German. You can see here it'll be to the German translation, and I can even do Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and basically insert new language. I can add new languages as easy as just identifying them and making them happen. I then take over here, I do this concatenation of all the different elements that are in there, making it syntactically correct for a copy and paste of all that. So I would copy that, and then I would paste it into this C# program here, where I've got a helper routine called init values. And basically would just paste everything into here, making sure I've got the number of translations correct and the number of languages correct. And then now I'll build up a two-dimensional or multi-dimensional array of all those values. Grand. So that's the init values. And then actually to use that, I've got this localization, my localization. And the goal here is, here's all the different default languages. What I'll do is I'll read in all those values from the init values and build up a dictionary where the first part of the dictionary is that key, and the second part of the dictionary is the phrase that's been translated into the world's languages, either English or Korean or something in between. What I also have done with this localization my is it operates based upon what canvas that I'm interested in updating. So by doing this, I keep all the confusing bits and bobs that's in my main program about, should I present this information? Should I present that information? Basically all that kind of, what kind of information is presented to the screen in this canvas, all that logic is in the localization my. So my main program just says, display that screen, display that canvas, and the localization my will take care of all that kind of confusion. So for that, it needs to know all the different elements that are out there that it's going to be updating. I think you saw in the, not only in the init values, but also over here, I do have some keywords that that I have to specify here. And this is carriage return line feed, so it gives me a blank line. We've got a line feed, which just gives me just a carriage return, which just gives me then the moving the cursor down to the carrier down to the next line. These are all async ASCII kind of terms. And if I've got numbers that I want to substitute in here, like this is, you're off to balloon busting scenario, 1 of 27 or 10 of 27. So I do some substitutions for numbers that way. All right. So back to the C# script, and I need to be able to identify what those character strings are. We got a dictionary then of all those values, and then let me just take you through kind of one of these here. There's all sorts of good ones here, but right here. So this is the backstory, and backstory has 4 elements on the canvas. There's the head, the title at the top of the backstory, and there's 3 different backstory articles at this time. And what I'm doing is I'm using that, saying the language is, in this case, English or Korean or something again in between. And I get that string, and then, here I get that string called backstory 1. And then I need to search through that backstory to see if there is a carriage return line feed or a carriage return and then I will substitute those things, and then I update the text. And it's kind of that simple in terms of the process that goes on in this localization line. But it is focused on canvases, right? So here's the canvas credits, canvas settings, there's canvas trainer plane. So it's focused on the entire canvases. And this allows me then in my main program to have a state machine. And here is, for example, the backstory state. And so if I say in my main program, I want to go over to I want to throw up the backstory. Let's go to the backstory state. It is simple from a main program point of view to simply say, hey, let me turn off all the canvases out there. So just, it's an easy way just to turn everything else off, just to make sure everything is turned off. Then I update the text of the information that is going to be presented there. And this is that localization line, update the canvas backstory, the one we were looking at, and we pass to it the current language. And then I turn on only the canvas for the backstory, turn on, and then I return that, yes, we're in that state. And so again, from a programmatic point of view, in the main program, it's very easy for me to move from canvas to canvas. I just say, hey, I want to, the user has clicked that they want to take a look at the backstory, and we're able to take them directly to that state. And oh, by the way, update all the information based upon the current language that's being produced, and all that comes from this automatic translation that comes from Google. Wow. Again, roll your own, but it's so far it's working fairly well. It's easy for me to add things in and just copy and paste, update a few parameters, and I'm good to go. And so anyway, your thoughts and cards and letters. If you think, hey, this is crazy, or if you think it's interesting, or if you want to learn more, just let me know. So contact me. So I'll stop my sharing and stop the recording. So thank you very much.